Good evening, all of you. Oh, the comment is already here. You tried your best to keep politics out of the debate, but politicians cannot leave what they are best at, or politicians cannot leave what they are worst at. Yes, I was on Republic debate, and I 3, 4 times tried to say this. Sometimes we have to be fair, no? I tried to say that if at this moment we blame center or any chief minister by a non-BJP party, it will not solve anything. Elections will come, let the voters decide what they decide. But what we need to do right now is this, that we move towards solution to provide healthcare to every person involved. If we start finger pointing and start blaming each other, that will not lead to a solution. But anyways, politicians will do politics, and I think everybody made a mistake. People are dying in real time. When people are dying in real time, that obviously means mistakes were made by everybody in authority. If you want to be partisan, you want to take sides. If you can pick sides and blame whatever you want to, and that elections will come. We are a democracy. Voters will decide. Right now, we need to save every life. Third wave is coming. They are saying third wave can affect children. Do we need to be constructive right now, or do we need to waste time on things which really don't matter who did what wrong? That when elections come, let people decide. So before that, if we are doing all this, it makes no sense. That's all I said. But anyways, politicians cannot. Okay, a lot of people are asking me this. Let me answer this. Arnab sir not coming. Ishkaran sir, can you please tell us? You can call me Ishkaran. There is no need to call me. Can you please tell me why Arnab sir is not coming to any of his shows for more than 2 weeks? Okay. Glad I found your English channel. That reminds me. If anybody is joining for the first time, please subscribe and press the bell icon. Let other people also be glad that they found the English channel. In the lockdown at 10 p.m. every day in the night, I do a live. Sometimes I have guests. For example, on 13th, 10 p.m., I'm having Major Gaurav Arya. On 15th, I am having another guest. So 10 p.m., I do it in the lockdown. So please do join. Now let me answer the Arnab question, since a lot of you are asking me, and maybe I should name this. What happened to Arnab? Where is Arnab? I will do that. He is perfectly fine, hale and hearty. It's just that some people in his team got COVID, and he is taking precautions. And also, this is not something he's told me. This is something I am guessing and inferring. He's had a non-stop time and a very difficult time. October onwards. That's why I told also Sachin Vaze has been dismissed from service. All that time, and probably sometimes people, every human being needs to have some personal time or space or a break. That's just human. So I think it could be that also. Plus, since COVID is so spread, some people in the team could have had it and he could have gone on lockdown. But let me just say, he is perfectly fine, hale and hearty, to the best of my knowledge. That is all I would say. And other than that, please relax. Let him also relax. So now, anyways, what is the next question? Next question. That is on bio-war. Yes, Gaurav Arya is coming on bio-war. General Bakshi had also referred to it, if you know. So we will discuss that. Now, I will come back to the topic we discussed today. That is Sachin Vaze dismissed, and also what happened in the court today. And I will explain to you a bit of what happened in the court, so you understand the process also a bit. So anyways, Sachin Vaze has been dismissed. He was a controversial cop. The entire story of how he is allegedly blamed for, he's arrested also, not only allegedly blamed, for the planting the explosives outside Mukesh Ambani's house, then the Mansukh Hiren murder, then alleged murder. It has to be proved in a court of law, and all that stuff. You know that. So he was arrested, and now he has been dismissed. That means he's been thrown out of his job. Why? Because they have held by an order the Mumbai Police Commissioner. That is the new police commissioner, not Mr. Paramveer Singh. The new police commissioner has held that NIA had registered a case against Sachin Hindu Rao Vaze. Oh, I did not know his middle name was Hindu Rao Vaze. Under section 302, 201, 286, 465, etc., 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 which I don't think so you would be interested in, along with 16 and 18 of Unlawful Activities Prevention Act. I don't think so you'll be interested in that also, etc., 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 etc. And then there's a lot of details. But why they have dismissed him? They are saying Sachin Vaze allegedly conspired with others to place Scorpio vehicle laden with gelatin sticks, that's an explosive, on Carmichael Road, that is Mukesh Ambani's house, to create terror in the minds of people, to create terror, and wrote a threatening letter to renowned businessman to extort money from himself and others. We know the renowned businessman. Official documents are obviously worded carefully and politely and legally and in a very restrained language. YouTube, we speak a lot more freely. Official speak is very restrained. Then they go on to say that API Vaze tried to destroy evidence which could incriminate in above case, dumped CPU, DVR, and other important articles, then Evidence Act. Then they say Sachin Vaze allegedly is involved in, that's why I said it has to be put in court of law. Allegedly word, we always use till a court of law decides something. Because no matter what you believe, and this I'm not saying for this case, for every case. Sometimes when we speaking, we don't speak allegedly, which we should. Unless a court of law gives its judgment, no matter what the police believes, no matter what you believe, no matter what media believes, no matter what anybody believes, it is always allegedly. Though honestly, in common parlance, we don't say it because it's assumed that relative court decides everything is only allegedly. So he's allegedly involved in the murder of Mansukh Hiran, who was owner of the vehicle. Also, he booked Hotel Oberoi for 100 days. 100 days Hotel Oberoi. Can anybody Google what's the rate of one room in Hotel Oberoi for one day? It's one of the poshest areas of Mumbai. Must be 10,000 rupees a night if I'm not wrong. Could be more, could be less, but around 10,000. So 100 days into 10,000 is almost 10 lakh rupees just for the room rent. That is not the salary of any sub-inspector. 100 days in Hotel Oberoi, not in lockdown, in good time. You can see the rate. Would be a very, very impressive rate. Okay. Then also they say, and this is important, please understand, this is important. Sachin Vaze possessed 62 unaccounted live ammunition. What is 62 live ammunition? You know, in the basically is bullets. It could be other things also, but it's basically bullets in this context from what I can make out. And 62 were unaccounted. That means it was not officially given or not officially accounted for. Also, this is even more important. Vaze lost 25 live rounds of ammunition of his service pistol officially given to him for police services, which could have been used by him unauthorizedly without reporting the same to police. So they are saying what was officially given to him, 25. One bullet can be fatal, my dear friends. One bullet can be fatal. One bullet can be fatal. So you can well understand what does 25 bullets unaccounted for means. Because in police rules, you have to account for your bullets, you have to account for your things. So that's one point of it. Then let me come to the next part. An amount of 5,73,500 was recovered from the vehicle. As I've again told you, see the salary of a sub-inspector, see the cost of a stay in Oberoi for 100 days, see 5 lakh in his, and the last, and then we move to the other topic. Various companies were floated by Sachin Vaze, and this is an official document by the police. And crores of rupees were cumulatively found in their bank accounts with huge financial transactions. I do not know these companies, but they are saying crores of rupees in these companies floated by Vaze were found. And then they quote some judgments, which if you are interested in civil law, service law, you can read Vedgil versus Union Territory versus Chandigarh, cited as 2015 8 SEC 86, but this is not for common people, only those interested in service law. They should read it. And as per this, they have dismissed him and they have held. Whereas in the above view, he is more like a seasoned criminal than a police officer. He is more like a seasoned criminal than a police. And I've said that I have so much of respect for brave, and I have always said he deserves a Bharat Ratan, Tukaram Omleji, who caught Ajmal Kasab and sacrificed his life. That was an officer in Mumbai police. An officer in Delhi, Batla House. And you have seen how Karnail Singh Ji has been on my Hindi channel and joined CP that time, who explained how the brave officer lost his life. We have such brave officers, Delhi, Mumbai, UP, Bihar, every place, who lose their lives to catch criminals, terrorists. And then we have people who, unfortunately, wearing a uniform, behave as seasoned criminals than a police officer. Anyways, and on holding this, then they have gone into 3, 4, 5 other grounds. And then they have said, the competent disciplinary authority, details of the authority concerned, which is basically the commissioner of police, have dismissed him from service with immediate effect. So he is no longer a Mumbai police officer. All right. That is there. Now let's come to the other part. What happened today in the oxygen case, the oxygen hoarding case of Khan Chacha, Navneet, Kalra, etc., etc. So what happened is, one of the accused is arrested. The arguments they are making, and you have to decide. The court will decide. The court's order are binding, but public has to decide. They are saying that it does not come under essential commodities because the government did not put it there. They are saying the government did not fix price. They are saying that we imported. They are saying that if the government does not fix price and we make super profits, big deal, go to Consumer Protection Act, not criminal law. So you have to hear the defense side also. You have to be balanced. You have to understand an issue. That's the defense side. The side of the police, they are arguing it. But what happened became a jurisdictional challenge. You know what is a jurisdictional challenge? And now you will say there is so much of repetitivism. What is jurisdiction is, every police station, the crimes registered in a police station, go before a judge who is to whom the cases of that police station go. So supposing, giving you a broad example, there are different districts in Delhi, different district courts. You would have a Rohini one, you will have in Saket, you will have what we used to call Patiala House, Rose Avenue. So there are different courts, right? If you are living in a state like Maharashtra, you will have a court in Nagpur, you will have a court in Mumbai, you will have a court in Pune, right? So a case registered in a particular police station goes to a particular judge who's already been marked. This is done so that there are no allegations of forum hunting or people choosing a particular judge, because everything is marked before. So supposing Khan Market police station or Lodi Road police station will go to X judge. GK police station will go to Y judge, right? So nobody can choose his judge because it is all pre-decided. What happened in this case? The case got registered and it goes to the judge before it's registered. But then the case got transferred to crime branch. So the judge who deals with that is a different judge. So the issue occurred, who will hear the bail? That has to be then decided by the district judge. The senior most judge in the district, he decides it. So when it went to him, it has gone to him. And the judge who was to deal with the police station, he said, let the district judge is obviously the senior, let him decide who will hear the matter, and no interim protection has been given. But as I said, it's before you and before the court of law. You decide. There is one view which is circulating of well-off people, because anybody who buys at 1 lakh, 1.5 lakh, 80,000, whatever the price was, is a well-off, which says that it was not under Essential Commodities Act. It is not a banned substance, oxygen concentrator. We were making super profits, but the government had not said that you cannot sell it at super profit. So not our fault. The other The other aspect is that it is a pandemic. You can't hoard it. It is a violation under Pandemics Act. It's a violation under Essential Commodities Act, which the government will have to prove. And it's a case of 420, cheating, etc. etc. Anyways, let the court decide. But morally, you also decide, and we will talk about it. Thank you for joining. It was brief and 15 minutes. And now I will go have my dinner. You also, I hope I've had your dinner. It's not good to have your dinner at 10:15. And take care. And last thing I would, before I end it, last line I want to say, yesterday I tweeted this, that UK has 0 COVID deaths today. 0 COVID deaths today after a peak in January. I hope we reach that very soon. Every citizen of this country, in fact, every citizen of the world is safe. So I hope we reach that soon. Prayers, because we can pray. The governments have to act and build capacity. That's the government's duty. I hope they do it. And see you tomorrow at 10 p.m. Subscribe and keep your bell notifications on. Good night.